Begin afresh every morning. Devotional thoughts for women.
Good morning, dear friends. Today, May 25th, 2023, our devotional is entitled Celebrate the Victory Beforehand. The scripture reading is taken from 2 Chronicles chapter 20, verse 17. You will not need to fight in this battle. Position yourselves. Stand still and see the salvation of the Lord who is with you, O Judah and Jerusalem. Do not fear or be dismayed. Tomorrow go out against them, for the Lord is with you. Before the battle began, Jehoshaphat and his people thanked the Lord for the promised victory. Your battles are God's battles. What anxiety we would save ourselves from if we believed more in His promises. It pleases and honors God when we thank Him for His blessings even before we receive them. The promise made to Jehoshaphat was also made to Moses in Exodus chapter 14, verse 14. The Lord will fight for you, and you shall hold your peace. And in Psalms chapter 46, verse 10, we read, Be still and know that I am God. I will be exalted among the nations. I will be exalted in the earth. Make each promise your own. It's time to stop struggling by yourself. Give your battles over to God and be still. Calm. Stop the anxiety, depression, and mental anguish. Instead of defending yourself, wait for liberation to come from the Lord. Jehoshaphat not only thanked God beforehand for his liberation, but he also acted boldly with faith. He ordered a glad song to be sung so that all his people would consider victory to be a reality. 2 Chronicles chapter 20, verse 19. The next day, Jehoshaphat stood at the gate of Jerusalem and exhorted the people to trust in God and in His prophets, and not to be intimidated by the presence of the enemy, but to remain firm in the sure trust of an unprecedented victory. He needs singers with musical instruments to perform Psalm chapter 136. This worked a change in the attitude of his army. They marched forward not as an army who was going to meet an enemy, but as though they were returning triumphant after the victory. They marched not with war cries, but with praises to God. They obtained the victory that they had prayed for, and believed in and celebrated before receiving it. How often by words of holy song are unsealed in the soul the springs of penitence and faith, of hope and love and joy? If your enemies are many, if the enemy is attacking you, or you are being threatened, if you are being attacked unfairly, or you are afraid, sing. Read again about what Jehoshaphat did before going to battle, and do the same in your next spiritual battle. Say a prayer of consecration, fast, trust in God and in His prophets. Pray with thanksgiving, and sing God's praises beforehand. Your victory will be as great as Jehoshaphat's was for him.